I just heard something then. Can we just confirm that we're on live on air at the moment? We just had some technical difficulties, but away we progress, folks, here at Carina Leagues for what is the 2026 University Interstate Challenge between Queensland universities and New South Wales universities. I apologise for the late start we've had here on the broadcast. Just a few issues with really a blockbuster day of rugby league here at Carina Juniors. We just had the Brisbane Rugby League match on before this, the Beenleigh Pride going down to the home side Carina Tigers, and that was a little delay in that game, which has caused a little bit of havoc here in the commentary booth for this one. But we are underway. There's been an initial opening set here by Queensland. Now the New South Wales on the attack and into some good territory here by the end of the set. When we do get a momentary break in play, I will go through the team list at the moment. But for now, it's last tackle. Going out the back here. Kick goes high. Caught well in the backfield. In the centre three-quarter jersey, but playing on the wing there is Rob Miller. Apologies, that's not Rob Miller. That's Jack Forrester. So working their way out of their own half. As we start to talk about this game, what I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce the Queensland side. We have Dylan Gallagher wearing the number 2 jersey but playing fullback. Heath Bethel and Caleb Carson on the wings. Jay Shalkvist and Jack Forrester in the centres. We have Oliver Sykes sitting in the halfback at the moment. We have Zane Bethel, Lockie Gibbs, Austin Mitchell, Todd White, Lachlan Erber, Cooper Benvenuto, Isaac Jones, Sebastian Sykes, Sam McAllister, Elliot Speed and Tarek Parter in the Queensland side. As we go to the air through that man, Elliot Speed, it's high. It's going to go out on the full. There's an appeal for hit late, but it's been brushed away by the referee. So successful pressure put on the kicker there by the New South Wales side. And let's go through that team right now at fullback. Leon Bacchus on the wings, Blaine Linsell and Daniel Cavrick, Rob Miller and William Malloy in the centres. In the halves, James Marriott and Lockie Hales, Ryan Paulson and Tom Fisher up front with Heath Pritchard at 9. Devontae Fatua and Roy Simpson in the back row, Tyson Kunkel at lock. Jaden Seckold, Aj El Terse, Mitch Langley, Riley Watson, Meletich and Xavier Zanzul rounding out the side as we see an expansive movement here from the New South Wales team. Oh, there's lots of room. Oh, that could have been called forward, and it is. Just that last offload there between Leon Bacchus and his centre in William Malloy, I'm going to go with. He's, he just overran it a little bit, William Malloy. A little bit in front of Leon, but it was a great expansive play set up here to the left-hand side. And unfortunately, it's been denied. I have to admit the New South Wales team does look good early on here at Carina Leagues. Queensland a little bit on the back foot. Pressured with that kick there on Elliot Speed. Coming out of trouble there was Dylan Gallagher. This time, it's Lockie Gibbs. So Queensland love to get out of their own end. Oh, this is tough stuff. Is exactly what they love as Oliver Sykes takes one through the middle. It is 6 more tackles there. Ruled by referee. Short ball at the line and Cooper Benvenuto met in a strong tackle there. Devontae Fatua involved. Another interchange forward here and Sebastian Sykes running forward. Again, here comes Queensland. Short ball that time to Lockie Gibbs. Gets an offload away as well does Gibbs. Looking for 6 more tackles and it hasn't been approved there by referee. Short ball at the line. Oh, well tackled in the end there. Coming across was the lock forward Tyson Kunkel. Looking quite creative here, the Queenslanders on last tackle. Repeat set ideal. Points even better as they go to the right-hand side. It's Speed in the air. Oh, what a beautiful leap and catch on the left wing. Lovely work there by Jack Forrester and the Queensland University side after, well, absorbing pressure among pressure in the opening minutes. They get the first one on the board here after only a couple of minutes. So the Queensland side draw first blood through Forrester, and what a catch it was up in the air. As I said live on call, it was a really good set there by Queensland, just testing New South Wales on the right-hand edge and the left-hand edge, and eventually going in the air. And Forrester, who I have to admit has shown some great promise in the early exchanges of this match. It was a great get out of trouble earlier in that set, and then in this scenario just gets up in the air and wins that race. So Jack Forrester with the first try of the match here. It is University Interstate Challenge that you are seeing on NRL.com. And what a week for it. We're only days away from the Origin Game 1 in the men's. Origin Game 1, of course, coming up on Wednesday night. This is the time of year that rugby league fans really look forward to. And after New South Wales already locking up the series in the women's state of origin, the Ampol state of origin, as the men's are about to start, and here Speed trying to convert to make it a 6-point lead. Geez, the strike was good, and it looked good for a reason. It's gone straight through the middle of the posts. So Queensland 6, New South Wales 0. And there's been about 7.5 minutes gone here at Carina Leagues. So we're back underway now through that man Lockie Hales. Had a good chat to a couple of support staff here for both Queensland and New South Wales. And Queensland, they got together on Wednesday. They went into camp here, the university sides. Both men and women went into camp on Wednesday. So they've only had a couple of days together to get this sorted. But the New South Wales teams have actually, as we see a mistake in the ruck. Geez, that could be costly there from Todd White. Mistake in the ruck, and New South Wales really excited to get their hands on the football. But as I was saying, New South Wales have actually been training one day a week for a couple of months now. So you like to think in terms of, I guess, that team flow and knowing each other's game, you're expected to see New South Wales a little bit more expansive with the football in hand, considering they've known each other's game for a few months now. Short ball at the line. Great run there by William Malloy. Very involved early. Not a big man is this one, Devontae Valtua. But it's a strong run. Oh, the New South Welshman, there might be a discrepancy here between referees as they go to the right-hand side. Show and go now from Roy Simpson. Just a little discrepancy here maybe between officiation. We've had the Queensland centre try get a try, and now Rob Miller show and go on the line. He's been denied on this occasion. Tom Fisher laying a line. Keep an eye on this crafty hooker, Heath Pritchard. He's been good as we hit last tackle. They go along the ground. Valtua, first one there. Great tackle, but well done getting out of trouble there from that man, Dylan Gallagher. He's wearing the number 2 on his back, but he's well and truly playing fullback. And oh no, is there an error? Yes, there is. Oh, they celebrated, don't they? What, the Blues? Tyson Kunkel celebrating just as hard as anyone, but it was just a poor effort to play the ball quickly there by Jay Salquivist. Apologies if I am pronouncing that wrong. Jay and family. Salquivist. So again, another really big opportunity here for the New South Wales side. Going wide now, in and away. Geez, he backs himself very much so, this centre 3/4 in Rob Miller. Offload away in this instance though. Caverick brought to the ground. It's only the start of the set. Short now. Ryan Paulson. Oh, Ryan Paulson won't be stopped. It's simple, it's easy. Just a nice little pass at the line, as mentioned, from the man Heath Pritchard, who has been creative in and around the ruck to start the game so far. Very impressive, Pritchard. Well, as we see, unfortunately, Tom Fisher's being brought out of play here, having a conversation with the referee, and Lockie Hales, the halfback. So not very happy with Lockie Hales, the halfback, I think. But they've evened it up here at Carina Juniors. This kick for goal, you like to think, is just a formality considering where it's placed. James Marriott, you like to think at this level, makes the 2 points quite convincingly, but it was the try from Ryan Paulson, straight under the sticks, that have them back in this game, the New South Wales team. Marriott. Confident strike, 2 points added. We're back to an even ball game here at Carina Juniors. It's 6-all in the Interstate Challenge. So the kick-off, well, it's a bit of a wonky one, if I'm honest, just drinkling down and dribbling towards the centre there in Rob Miller. Here's that man in Fisher. Strong run from Fisher. The skipper has really led the charge here today. Kunkel. Up to the 40-metre line they go. Spreading it right-hand side now to Roy Simpson. Simpson met in a strong tackle. Geez, he's aimed up in defence, Elliott Speed. Not typically known for their defence halfbacks. Outstanding on this occasion. Last tackle. Goes to the boot of Marriott, who goes high. There is a breeze here today, Carina Juniors, but great catch in the background there from Jay Salkvist. Jay, of course, with that error leading up to the last try, he'd be keen to make amends. Heath Bethel attempts a scoot, met well by Malloy. Dylan Gallagher, wearing the 2, playing fullback as discussed. He's also another jack in the box. Heavy involvement to start the match. Oh, it was Elliott Speed. He just had no runners, no options. No one put their hand up around him, and he had to take the tackle himself. Making up for the last one is Lockie Gibbs. Last tackle. This has been a great defensive set by the Blues. And we go to the air. Oh, geez, that was well taken as well. Leon Barkas at fullback. Looks dynamic in open space too, Barkas. Trying to appeal for a penalty there as Rob Miller goes in and away. Is that man stuck in the Todd White? Stuck in the ruck? This is a good run. AJ Elters on the field. Out the back. Oh, quick hands. Geez, I thought there might have been a small obstruction there. But it was outside in, so they've called play on. Chancing themselves on the short side again. Long ball. It's been called forward. Second time down this edge. This time out of the hands of Marriott. A little bit eager here, the Blues. But they are opening up the war chest early. Just salvos of attacking energy coming towards the Queenslanders. Only 15 minutes gone in this one. Still 6 apiece. It's an interesting concept, the University's State Challenge, and these sides. They've had a storied history. Looking into the history of this game, of course, for the call. Was interested to see this has actually been running in some form since the 70s. Takiri, Darren Smith, Adam Mogg and Mark Tukey all playing and representing Queensland in this scholarly version of the biggest rivalry in our game. The old battle of boots and books. So as we see a penalty to Queensland coming out of trouble. Geez, they needed that. They've been stuck down this end for the last 5 minutes under all sorts of pressure. And that is relieving. New South Wales offside. Zane Bethel takes them forward, a settling run, speed, just bringing Todd White underneath him. Experienced forward Todd White, has some Host Plus Cup experience, would be valuable in a game like today's match. Outside, inside ball, that's Sam McAllister. Just one of those, but he's wearing the headgear actually. Oh, geez, that was creative little play in and around the ruck, and Gallagher had the ball in hand, lots of speed behind him and a Blues line on their back foot, but unfortunately he drops that one just in front of the line. So creative, however, by Tarek Parter. Again, the errors in this game is expected. The drop ball is expected. As I discussed earlier in the call, these sides haven't had too much to do with each other. Queensland camp on Wednesday, New South Wales probably more training hours together over the last couple of months, but still not dedicated. Or as you like to say, oh, there's an error and there's a push and shove too. A very fiery push and shove here. We do often see tensions boil over in the Interstate Challenge when it's got a blue and a maroon jersey opposing each other. I don't know what it is about the colours, but fireworks tend to follow. Probably one of the reasons why it's our most beloved version of rugby league, the Interstate Challenge. So the halfbacks just coming in with referee to have a discussion about it. They don't want it to boil over. We want the passion. We don't, however, need the punches. Like the way that was handled. A warning to both captains. Don't let it go any further. So Queensland, a very strong attacking opportunity. Gallagher out the back, he's got room to move. Oh, geez, he ran straight to that man in Rob Miller to make contact, but it was a good legs tackle, effective as it needed to be. Running straight there was Bethel again. Seems to be laying the line for a lot of their attacking movements. Isaac Jones, they're within 10 metres now. The Cane Toads, speed, looking left, going back right. It's that man in McAllister. So we're a couple tackles deep now, looking left, going right out of hooker, Parter. Last tackle. So speed, oh no. He's dropped it cold. It wasn't the greatest of passes from Parter, but you could tell he already had eyes to the left-hand corner to Jack Forrester. They were counting the points before they made the kick there, and unfortunately for speed, it was an error. So a relative sigh of relief for the Cockroaches. I'd love to find the history of the name Cockroaches. If anyone knows it and wants to send a message in, I'd love to see it, because, I mean, Cane Toads are relative to Queensland, but I grew up in New South Wales. I live in Queensland now, and I can tell you there's cockroaches in both states. Rob Miller on the right edge, last tackle. Oh, so it's a little half volley over the top there from Lockie Hales. Tough to get for Gallagher, but he does well and gets away from Hales. Evades that tackle. Strong contact there, though. That's interchange for Jaden Seckhold, who's now on the field. So both sides with 18 players and available to use the full complement on the field. Sticking with the trend of large wingers is Jay Salkvist, taking that one straight through the middle. Some hard work now from Austin Mitchell. Great run from Austin Mitchell as we get to last tackle, and speed goes high. Some pressure here from Bacchus. He jumps, doesn't touch it though, and oh no, that's an error. Very, very lucky for the Blues. There was an error from Daniel Kavrick, who went up, grabbed it, knocked it on. Tariq Parter had the ball in his hands, streaking towards the try line when it was brought back for an offside call. So, very lucky for the Blues. That could have been, well, a tough try. And just as we discussed that, Kavrick comes from the field. There might be an injury to Daniel Kavrick as he goes to the sideline. So we'll have to try and check in with Kavrick as the game progresses. AJ Elters bringing that one up just to the 20-metre line. So just impacting on the red zone now for the Maroons. Hales takes one to the line. As they, oh, that one was dropped cold directly out in front. Mitch Langley, he'll be ruining that one. Just a little error, moving the ball between forwards. The play looked nice. Unfortunately, the execution wasn't up to scratch. 16 to go in the first stanza here at Carina Juniors. We are witnessing Universities Challenge football. New South Wales taking on Queensland. And these colour clashings that we've seen from the Women's State of Origin over the last couple of weeks, delving into the men's on Wednesday night, and here in the University State Challenge at Carina Juniors. A big shout out to everyone tuning in, not only from both respective states, but across Australia. I've no doubt we have listeners and viewers on NRL.com from everywhere over the globe. That was a strong tackle down low. A really tough tackle there by the man who made that original error, Mitch Langley, making up for that effort. Last tackle now. Oh no, it's 6 more. In the ruck was Langley, just compounding that error now. That's a strong run, Cooper Benvenuto. Coming out was Parter. Langley, great contact, has to come back and have a second bite at it. Here comes Parter. Sorry, that's Gallagher. Pushing Parter out of the way and going for a skip and a jump. Really strong meters up the middle here. Show and go from speed. Last tackle. Parter goes left to Gallagher. Just puts it on the toe. Oh, come off a blue, then come off a maroon, and it's been called play on here for the Sky Blues. Feels like we've entered a real arm wrestle moment of this match. Under 15 minutes to go. Very impressed with Devontae Valtua on the left edge for the Blues. Has been a constant threat in attack and heavy-shouldered in defence. Will Malloy with that last carry. Last tackle now. Great defensive set by the Maroons. They go long to the boot of Marriott. Finds the grass, and skips down to the hands of Gallagher. Oh, that's a knock on from Gallagher. That's a costly error. A very costly error from Dylan Gallagher, who's been one of Queensland's brightest so far in that corner. So this is, well, a golden opportunity for the Blues. Well, in terms of prepared movements, this looks like a pretty serious one from the Blues. Instead, Hales has a show and go at the line. Still pushing down the right-hand side. Bacchus, oh, there's an overlap. I really thought he'd bombed a try there, Rob Miller, when he dummied to his winger. But after a quick bump off, he slams the ball down. The Blues taking advantage of the Gallagher mistake. Leading by 4 points now, and really it's the Gallagher mistake proving to be quite costly in the end. And Rob Miller with a strong try in the right-hand corner. So conversion attempt here by Marriott. We saw the earlier conversion was, well, it doesn't get easier for a goal kicker. This one, however, there's a lot of work to do for the 5/8. They love to extend this lead with 10 to go in the first half. He struck it well. Waved away to the left-hand side. So score remains New South Wales Blues 10, Queensland 6. As a New South Welshman myself, I am loving the score here, but Queensland with the home track advantage here in southeast Queensland today. Carina, a beautiful venue for rugby league. You can never count them out. Ball bouncing towards it. It's always a danger, but that was a strong hit up. Geez, I enjoyed watching that hit up. Tough run. Tough run as the New South Wales Blues continue to work their way out of their own end through Malloy. Great defence here, however, by Todd White. He's joined by Oliver Sykes in that one. Hales goes wide. A real effort to move the Queensland pack around in this set. Mitch Langley. A really tough carry there for Mitch Langley. Hales goes high, very high. If Gallagher was unsure before, he was great under this one. And he has this for a kick return to buoy the confidence. Great return from Gallagher, up and over the 20-metre line. Had no right to get there after the first line of defence met him at the 10. And here's a strong tackle. The energy in the air really lifting as we go into the final moments of this first half. 9 minutes to go. Some outside backs coming in, taking some work off the hands of the forwards. That's Forrester playing on the left wing. Todd White. Safe as houses, Todd White beats the first defender, eventually brought to the ground by El Turs. And on last, they choose to run it through speed. Late offload. There's a kick in the air. Always beware the kick. Well taken in the end by Xavier Zanzul. So New South Wales just get on top of that effort there from Queensland. But Caleb Carson with that late kick. Oh, and there's a high tackle. They're appealing, but Tariq Parter has been penalised as Marriott goes to the sideline, in which he is successful here at the screen side. So as I mentioned, the wind just picking up at Carina. It's certainly a windy day as Malloy floats infield. He's met in a good tackle there by Sykes. Going left, Marriott. Oh, that one. Geez, that was a line ball as well. There's something about the left-hand side of the field for the Blues. They just keep getting that wrong. Here comes Marriott. Devontae Valtua. Strong run, flirting with the sideline. Thought we might have found ourselves a Tallis moment here in the Universities Challenge, but not to be. So here's another expensive movement to the right. A run here by AJ Elters. Last tackle, 5 metres out. They go to Marriott. Looks to the air. It's a contest. Well taken this time, however, by Jay Salkvist. Aiming up in defence. Oh, this is a strong effort from the Blues. A charging effort in there from the Blues. And they brought them back to a goal line dropout, dragging them into the try line area. There was a couple of Blues involved in that one. You got Jaden Seckhold was one. As was the big number 8 Ryan Paulson, try scorer Ryan Paulson, and this one's not going to go 10. So we're going to get a play the ball here for the Blues. And their blade of grass of choosing. Both starting front rows back on the field here now with Fisher. Just locked up in the tackle. Marriott out the back to back. There's plenty of room to move. He's just too quick. Far too quick for the Queenslander side. And just left Heath Bethel stuck in the mud, slicing through the defensive line. And it's a great try here from Leon Bacchus. He's been threatening throughout the opening half, and this time he gets a try to his name. Well deserved there from Leon Bacchus. Try time for the Blues. They're pouring it on now. So Queensland, a convincing win in 2025, if you look at the score. 22-6 they won at North Sydney Oval. So the Blues looking to bring success back down over the border. Sorry, New South Wales, yeah, the Blues looking to bring that success back down to Sydney. As Marriott attempts this conversion, a lot easier, I will say, than the Rob Miller try, which was out in the far right-hand corner, a nightmare for the right foot kicker. Strikes it well. Oh, he's never looked like missing that one, Marriott. Conversion successful. Score now 16, New South Wales. Queensland 6. So the 10-point deficit, will that be a storyline? Maybe if we get further and deeper into that second half. But for the moment, that is yet to be seen. Queensland kick-off, and that was a great carry in the end by the number 8, Ryan Paulson. Been impressed with, well, both front rowers from the Blues, Paulson and Fisher. And this man as well seemed to be calling him in positive lights, and gets an offload as well, does Devontae Valtua. Bacchus, oh geez, they're spreading the ball here. Up and in, misses the tackle, however, does the number 4 in Forrester. It's play on. Blues taking advantage of some easy meters on that right-hand edge. It's Xavier Zenzul, who's gone onto the right wing, as we mentioned. Oh, here's the short ball to Devontae Valtua. Draw and pass. Doesn't get any easier than that. And William Malloy converts that opportunity into points. Short ball to Valtua, and Malloy scores relatively in the corner. So it's almost party time for the Cockroaches now coming into the second half. They've scored the last 3 in a row. 4 in a row. So Queensland in a huddle in behind the try line, and well, rightfully so. They've got 3 minutes, less than 3 minutes, 2.5 now, to earn some respect back before they go into the sheds, give themselves something positive to talk about. Important to note that all these players are, of course, studying in some respect in the Universities Challenge, so need to be enrolled in a tertiary course to be available and eligible for selection. Marriott, well, if he got the last one, this one should be, again, quite easy, and that's what exactly how he makes it look. Conversion successful. Well, the score just keeps ticking up. We've got New South Wales 22, Queensland 6. So 22 points in the first 40 minutes here for New South Wales as Queensland get this one deep. 1:15 on the clock, so there won't be much time for Queensland to get the ball back, if they do at all, as this time Paulson takes a tough carry. I really like this man as well, Kunkel, the lock forward Kunkel. He's been aggressive and attacking every opportunity he's had. Fisher. Well, Kunkel quite animated. He wants the ball again, but they go right-hand side. Hales, long ball. Oh, geez, the draw and pass was on if he could execute the skill, but Rob Miller, that one just a little too far in front of who it needed to be in the man Xavier Zenzul. So 20 seconds on the clock. You like to think Queensland throw it around a little bit here. They'd love to get some points coming into half-time. Speed. Out the back to Parter. Gallagher, long ball out to that man who's already got a try. Kick inside from Forrester, taken by Bacchus. And that's on the the half-time hooter. So what an opening 40 minutes here from the New South Wales University's Blues side. We have tries to Leon Bacchus, William Malloy, Rob Miller and Ryan Paulson. 3 out of 4 conversions for James Marriott. So it's already been a great day out here for the Blues. And then the opening try, of course, went to Jack Forrester and conversion from Elliott Speed. We'll have a short break here on NRL.com and be back for all the action in the second half. Welcome back to Leo Williams Oval here in Carina, Brisbane, Queensland, for the 2026 Interstate Challenge between the Queensland Universities and New South Wales University. Score currently 22-6. The Blues leading the Maroons in what has been an action-packed opening 40 minutes. There's still 40 minutes to go. During the break, I have acquired a full list of universities in which these players are representing today, so I will read that out in the next couple of minutes once kickoff is underway. I've also done a little bit of snooping onto exactly who played in this game last year, and from what I can see, no players have backed up from the New South Wales Blues, but for the Maroons, they're 7 in Elliott Speed and Tarek Parter are playing their second game as kickoff's underway. Oh, what a start from the Maroons. This one goes dead and they'll get a dropout. Straight on the attack here, Queensland, and it does not get any better for them. As the sun goes down here in southeast Queensland, expect a cooler change to this match, and that's going to, well, be, running through there for the Blues, almost getting his hand on it was Heath Pritchard, but well picked up in the end by the Queensland side. I mean, what a start that would have been. Queensland forced the line dropout. New South Wales get it back, not off the short kickoff, just a little grubber, almost like he topped that one straight through the middle. So on the attack immediately, Queensland, they'd love some points straight away. They've got quite the deficit to claw back. I'm no mathematician, but it's 16 points by my brain. Speed, left-hand side of the ruck. As we mentioned, he was a part of the winning side last year. Offload to White, who's dropped it cold in front of the sticks. If he catches that one, you like to think it's 4 points, and, well, you like to think it's 6 points, if I'm honest, right in front of the sticks, but it was dropped. So New South Wales, a sigh of relief in the opening couple of minutes. A minute and a half gone, and we've seen possession change hands, well, 3 times. While we have this get out of jail set now from the New South Wales side, I will run through what we have here in terms of university representation. I'll start with Queensland. I'll start with the name side. This has changed between the name side and kickoff. There are some ring-ins in here, so what I will do is I'll read out the name side. Nate Wallen, Griffin University. Dylan Gallagher, Federation University. Will Allen, University of Queensland. Jack Forrester, Australian Catholic University. Queensland University of Technology was Jay Salkvist. Caleb Carlson, Southern Cross University. Elliott Speed, University of Southern Queensland. Oliver Sykes, College of Law for Oliver Sykes, the front rower in the College of Law. Also in this side is Tarek Parter, University of Southern Queensland. Zane Bethel, Central Queensland University, something different as we go to the air here. Through Hales, it's been left to bounce backwards. Oh, there was an offload there. It was just a bit too hard to handle for the front rower in Tom Fisher. So it's a knock-on handover. We'll go back through this side, will we? Zane Bethel, Lachlan Gibbs, Southern Cross University. Austin Mitchell, University of the Sunshine Coast. Todd White, University of Southern Queensland. Lachlan Erber, James Cook University. Clinton Smith, Australian Catholic University. Isaac Jones, University of Sunshine Coast. Sebastian Sykes, Bond University. And Sam McAllister, Southern Cross University. So that is the university representation for the Maroons as Todd White takes one just out of his own end here, crawls it over the halfway mark. Speed, bringing that man underneath him in Lockie Gibbs. Speed now, well, he's just going to dink this one into the left-hand corner. It might run a little bit too far, but it doesn't matter how far it runs. It's a penalty to Queensland. Ruled that there was a late shot of some sort, or maybe just obstruction there of Gallagher, who was trying to run through. It looks like he's made direct contact with Tom Fisher, the front rower with the head take from New South Wales. So here's a strong run from Lockie Gibbs. It was tough defence. Kunkel was involved. A big shot. 6 more tackles. So they're going wide now here, Queensland. Gallagher, ball in hand, goes off the right foot. Well met in defence. That's Marriott down low. Going for the line was Carlson. He was taken high, was the call. I tend to agree. Taken high. So Queensland again, just pouring the pressure on the line of the Blues. 5 metres out now. It's a run from that man in Isaac Jones. Play into the ruck from Parter. Speed, show and go from Speed. Oh, geez, he almost just crawled out of the other side of Kunkel. We've got, seems to be an injury here to a Blues player. It's the captain in Tom Fisher, the front rower. Some concern here for Fisher as the medical staff stream onto the field. Oh, yeah, I think, well, from the coloration of that towel, there might be some claret here coming out of the forehead of Tom Fisher. So a little break in play, probably exactly what the doctor ordered here for the Blues. Will use this time to reset their defensive line. I dare say Tom will be in no rush to get to his feet. But with an injury like that, depending on the amount of claret we see, he may have to spend some time off the field anyway in terms of a HIA. Yes, we are calling for an interchange now from the sidelines. So this could be another part of the story with Fisher spending some time off the field as he walks off now. He is 34 minutes still to play in this, and well, there's no time off in this level, so the clock has continued to run, affecting Queensland. Gallagher, another show and go into the chest of Marriott. He's handled him well so far, Marriott. Some great defensive efforts. Run now for the front rower and Oliver Sykes. It's always the front rowers that tend to be studying law, like Oliver Sykes is, as we see 6 more tackles. What is it about the front rowers being so smart? Any quicker, we'd be dangerous. Going to the line is Speed. Bumps off the tackle of Pritchard. Keeps going, and eventually Pritchard's second bite of the apple gets him down. Show and go from Parter. Back to that man in Sykes. Right-hand side, White. Steps off the right foot. There's an opportunity for White, and he will not be stopped. Succumbing to the pressure, New South Wales. Some success here for the Maroons. Todd White with a try, and that's exactly what they needed. First points out of the halftime break here for Queensland and Todd White. Conversion attempt here from Elliott Speed directly in front. He's 1 from 1 so far today. This one to start reeling in the Blues is successful. So score now 22-12, back to that 10-point differential. The New South Wales University Blues still in front of the Queensland University side. Now, let's have a look here as they kick off. We're going to go back to the side here that the Blues have named and the universities in which they come from. I think it's important to note, it's for the fans watching this to see exactly where they're from. Studying men here playing for the New South Wales and Maroons side. So AJ Elters comes from the Australian Catholic University. Blaine Linsell, University of Newcastle. Devontae Vatua, who's had a cracking game, University of Technology, Sydney. Doosan Caverick, University of New South Wales, and we hope Caverick is okay. He's, of course, off the field with that injury, has not come back on. Heath Pritchard, Western Sydney University. James Marriott, Massey University. Jaden Seckold, University of Newcastle. Lachlan Hales, Macquarie University. Leon Bacchus comes from the University of Technology, Sydney. Mitch Langley, University of Technology, Sydney. Riley Watson-Militich, Australian College of Physical Education. As this kick, well, that's going to go dead. It'll be a 7-tackle set now, unfortunately for Queensland. Robert Miller, University of Technology, Sydney. Roy Simpson, University of Newcastle. Ryan Paulson, Australian Catholic University. Thomas Fisher, University of Wollongong. Tyson Kunkel, Australian College of Physical Education. Will Malloy, Western Sydney University. And Xavier Zanzul, Australian College of Physical Education. So there's a representation of where these young men attend university. So some scholars doing battle on the rugby league field. It's what we love to see as Kunkel goes in and away. Important to remember as well, today's match, not only just for bragging rights in this match, but of course the Australian side is typically selected from this match and this match alone. I've spent a lot of time in rugby league, and when there's blokes around you in white Australian shirts, it usually means they're selectors sitting here and watching. So I dare say that'll be the case for this one. Hales goes to the air. Up goes the Blues. Ball in hand, but there's a bobble, and it ends up with the Maroons. Geez, that was close, I swear. For a second there, I thought it came down with a blue hand, but the Maroons escape. 22-12. They can't give the Blues any more points at this stage. They've been good coming out of trouble so far here, Queensland. Now, here's a strong run, a good 10 metres there by the winger in Salkvist. Jeez, he's a big winner, that Josh Salkvist. Up and over the line is Sam McAllister. Speed goes high into the air. Tough one for Bacchus. Does well under the high ball. Away from the first defender and the second. Oh no, can't quite get away from McAllister. An old-fashioned boots tackle, that one. I'll tell you what, some strong contact from Speed on Rob Miller. He bounced backwards out of that contact. So a real arm wrestle now as we're 12 minutes down in this half. Queensland need to be the next to score if you look at the scoreboard. Hales goes right to Miller, almost gets an offload away. Well, another opportunity for a Tallis moment. Sorry, that's not Jaden Seckold, that's Lachlan Erber, almost gets there. They're looking at the contact on the kicker, there it is. Not happy with Tarek Parder's contact on Hales, and it's a penalty to the Blues. Parder is appealing to referee, but it's falling upon deaf ears. Full set of 6 at the line here of the Queensland University side. They cannot leak any more points. They're already at danger stations when you look at the scoreboard at the time. It's beautiful short ball, desperate defence by Queensland. Zane Bethel, that was a great tackle. Trying to get over the line now with just a short ball off their acting 9 and Heath Pritchard. And they can't get there. Kunkel, show and go from Kunkel, looking, well, a little bit clunky is Kunkel in attack. Pritchard goes right. Hales attempts a short ball. It goes to ground. Picked up by the winger for the opposite side. It's Jack Forrester. So Queensland getting out of trouble. A little bit of true Queensland grit and spirit shown in that last defensive set. There's another good run there. This time Gallagher just went over the top of Hale for a second. Only a second, but it was enough. Lockie Hales was on the floor. Well, Speed says, I've had enough, I'm getting out of here, and it's a 40-20 attempt. Geez, it looks good. Bacchus has work to do. Oh, he's not going to get there in time. Great 40-20 there from Elliott Speed. They were pinned in their end. It was a tough, aggressive set, but that looked beautiful off the boot. There was no chance Bacchus was going to get there in time with his positioning. Plenty of time here for Queensland. No need to hit panic stations yet as Sam McAllister lays a line for them underneath the post. This time it's Cooper Benvenuto. Played some big minutes so far, Benvenuto. Started the game, still on the field. Short ball now, Sebastian Sykes. That's some great defence here by the New South Wales team. Tough has been Austin Mitchell. Oh, McAllister. Taken low by Pritchard. There's blue jerseys everywhere. Thought they had him skinned there. Carlson goes off the right foot. Carlson, they've claimed a try. Referee's happy with it. Caleb Carlson off the right foot scores a try under the posts. Queensland continuing this run back to the Blues. So Caleb Carlson, the 5'8", for the Queensland side, standing up. Plenty of opportunity on his outside, but he knew there were tired forwards in the middle for the Blues, so he just stayed off the right boot and scored one directly underneath the sticks. So Elliott Speed, that's going to make it 3 from 3 for Elliott Speed. All of a sudden it's 22-18. We're back to a 4-point game here at Carina Juniors. Plenty of time on the clock. We're still at 23 minutes to go. So the Blues, who have conceded the last 2 back-to-back, now need to regroup and get a hold of, to try and stem this. Oh, geez, that's not going to help. Lockie Hale sails that one over the dead ball line. Absolutely flew. Didn't even look like it was going to land in the field of play. So Speed kicking for touch here. On the commentary side, on the camera side, as you see it. So here's that man, Sebastian Sykes, back rower. Strong defence, but they're going to need to keep it up here, the Blues. Elliott Speed, outside, inside, Gallagher. Parter was there, still going as Parter, looking for a runner, no one with him. Desperate defence in the end by that man in it. I believe it was Malloy, no, it was Miller, who somehow found himself in the middle of the field. Parter goes out the back for Speed. Short ball here, that's the front rower who's now found himself on the right edge in Zane Bethel. So Queensland looking for a runner in the middle. Todd White, geez, he's been just easy to rely on all game, Todd White. No fuss, no nonsense, always putting his hand up. Speed, out the back to Gallagher. They have an option through the hands, show and go. What a beautiful flick pass. That was champagne at rugby league by Lachlan Urba. And Jack Forrester gets a double in this Interstate Challenge. Here come the Queenslanders, a kick to get in the lead. What an outstanding 10 minutes of play from the Maroons. A double to Forrester on this wing. And what a difference Lachlan Urba has made. In and away, backed himself to get through the space, but poked his nose through and got the offload away instead. Impressive work by the left-hand attacking edge of the Queenslanders. So Elliott Speed, as I mentioned, is one of the few players on this field that have actually played last year's game. Other than that, it's a fresh crop. This one, more important than ever. If he converts this one, well, they hit the lead officially, 24-22. With 20 minutes to go, it's just been a blockbuster opening 20 minutes to this second half for the Maroons. Geez, he struck it well. It's coming around. Never looked like missing, really. Great conversion there from Elliott Speed. And, well, from the deepest, darkest corners of their own minds, they are now leading by 2 points here, the Queenslanders. The home ground advantage really starting to get behind them. The crowd here at Carina Juniors, very chirpy in that bottom corner. The can bar at the Kev Buckmaster Clubhouse is animated at best. That's a big run here from Sam McAllister. Impressive Sam McAllister, wearing the number 18 jersey, but been very impressive so far today. So Todd White, just an offload at the line. He's starting to direct traffic around too, Todd White. He's a real leader, you can tell so far, of this Queensland pack. This is a good run from Gallagher. The fullback here for Queensland wearing the number 2 jersey. He's been very strong, as well as, well, Sebastian Sykes, another man that's really stood up in the last 10 minutes. Speed goes high to the air. It's going to be a tough catch, but well taken in the end. Very impressive catch there. It's by Xavier Zenzul, who's 18th man, and he's had to spend a lot of time on that right wing. Coming in for a run is Devontae Valtua. As we come into the last 20 minutes of this match, we want to thank everyone for joining us here, particularly on the NRL app and the NRL website, for watching and supporting Australian University's Rugby League here. This Interstate Challenge has been a great one so far. 2 points in it at this late stage of the game. And really just a tight affair. Oh, I saw it as well. I was about to say he got away with one there, but you can't get past the keen eye of referees. Mitch Langley just rolling the ball through. Wouldn't be very happy with himself after that one, Mitch Langley. So the Blues continuing to absorb pressure. Back on the field, however, is Tom Fisher. So that's some positive news for the Blues. They've gone downhill since he went off the field, if we're being honest. Seckold in that tackle as well, as is Paulson, who's also been impressive. Here's Todd White. So Parter, Kinwright goes left, Speed, Gallagher, Urba. It's this left-hand combination, this deadly edge here for the Maroons that's proven points in the last couple of minutes. Speed. Drifting across field, short ball to White, pinballs off a few, offload out the back, picked up by Paulson. The big front rower with an Origin-style effort, and he's been called to play it back on the mark. Geez, that's a tough call here for the Blues. Marriott was away. Again, Devontae Valtua. Likely been the best back rower on the field, Valtua. as is his influence. Oh, but away go the Blues. They're electric. It's a foot race. Malloy's in backfield. Great defence by the Queenslanders. Gallagher makes one tackle and they just, maroon jerseys pop up from everywhere. The Blues go wide. Lockie Hales, ball in hand, running to the line. Bacchus, big tackle from Urba. Needed to make, well completed. Malfoy, Hales, short ball. There's not much room to move. Offload away. Oh, it's gone straight to the hands of Lockie Hales. I thought for all money Roy Simpson was going to be bundled into touch. There was a host of maroon jerseys around him. But how good is the offload from Roy Simpson? The GPS radar was on as well. It went straight into the hands of Lockie Hales, who scores. And they finally, they get back into the lead after a tough 20 minutes. With 15 to go, they're back in front, the Blues. As we turn the lights on here at Carina Juniors, of course, there's still plenty more action after this. We have the Women's Interstate Challenge following immediately after. So, plenty of football still to happen here at Carina Juniors. But the most important thing happening right now, well, it's this kick from James Marriott. It's a tough assignment. He missed one exactly in this similar position in the first half. And this will extend the lead from 2 points to 4 points. Strikes it well. It's looking good. Under pressure. He's converted under pressure. Well done to the 5'8" Marriott. Score now 28. Leading Queensland 24. So they were looking at the short kickoff, but instead it's a mid-length kickoff. Geez, it's a tough one to catch, but they've done well. And Paulson takes one from deep. He scored the opening try for New South Wales, and he was instrumental in turning the tide in that last set. Just pouncing on a loose ball. Effort on effort plays. That's what you'd expect from the men in the middle. Another carry from Devontae. Oh no, he's overrun it. He's been called forward, Valtua. Devontae Valtua, who has been, as I mentioned before, just in everything for the Blues this time. Just overruns it a little bit. So Queensland scrambling, they're down by 4 points. There's a lot of discussions here in the back line. It's a big movement they've got set out here to the left-hand side. Elliott Speed running things, and here he is with the ball in hand now. Gets it to Gallagher, a little bit of space for Gallagher. Oh, well tackled in the end, but he might have caused himself a bit of a mischief. He's still on the floor there, is Rob Miller. So they're a man down on the left edge, and this is exactly where they want to be attacking here, the Queenslanders. They've identified it. And this is the way they come. Speed. Long ball to Urba. Short ball. Oh, he's just blatantly in the way there, Miller. Oh, they've called play on. Geez, that's a tough call for the Queenslanders because he certainly impeded in the play there, Rob Miller. There's an argument it could have been a professional foul, but instead, Queensland are now defending. There's a good intercept in the mix there too, but it's hard to deny the angry calls from the Queenslanders there because Rob Miller was in the way. New South Wales escaped yet again. 11 minutes to go on the clock. Here comes that man. Jeez, he's been impressive. Devontae Valtua. Still going Valtua. They can't get him to the ground. Eventually brought down by the big man himself in Zane Bethel. Marriott goes high into the air, probably not as deep as he'd like. It was caught on the 30-metre mark and brought back by Salkvist. Jay Salkvist. Gallagher, he's been tireless too, the fullback here for Queensland. Well, they're all putting their hands up for a carry now. Oh, that was a penalty. Just snuck up high there, did Kunkel. He puts his hand up immediately. A good reward for an effort on effort there by Jay Salkvist. Speed goes high into the sidelines. This could be it for Queensland. They love to get back in front. They're 4 points behind. It's been a modern style game here. Lots of points, lead interchanging backwards and forward multiple times, 6 against. Encouraging, very expansive and attacking play. Speed goes out the back now. Gallagher with ball in hand. Here's an offload. Oh, laid off. That's one to go out. That was a little bit of a silly one there by Heath Bethel, who just threw the ball to his right-hand side, and Salkvist couldn't quite get a hold of it. So New South Wales escape yet again as we double interchange for the Blues. Off goes some big men in Ryan Paulson and Jaden Seckhold, who are walking off the field. So they needed a fresh breath of energy in the middle, and that's what they've received. We're officially under the 10-minute mark. 9 minutes, 15 seconds to go in this Interstate Challenge for 2026. Queensland won it last year. The Blues had a great lead. Here's an offload. Oh, that one could have been called high, but they've said play on, just off the, just above the armpits. Leon Bacchus, very hard to handle in broken play. Show and go now by the front rower, Tom Fisher. Still going is Fisher. Geez, he's another one that's been impressive. I have to say the front row from both sides has been very, very strong. A lot of men putting their hands up for potential international jerseys coming off the back of this. Lockie Hales on last tackle goes high. Kunkel's coming through, as is Malfoy. Sorry, that's not Malfoy, that's Rob Miller. But it was well taken in the end by the Queenslanders and Gallagher. Working their way out of trouble now, that's Jack Forrester. Regardless of the side that pushes forward after this in the green and gold jerseys, they're going to be very strong and very impressive. Some great performances across the park here as Parter throws a short ball. There were calls for a forward pass. It looked fine from my eye. Parter jumps out of 9, kicks it. Oh, is that one going to go out in the full? No, it doesn't. Stops in the field of play. And linking up together there with Bacchus is in the back line, that man, Blaine Linsell. Oh, great tackle from Elliott Speed. Up and in. Damaging, trying to jug the ball loose. Another great contact from Elliott Speed. Geez, he does both sides really well, Elliott Speed. Here's a strong run. That's Xavier Zanzul, who came into the game early on the wing. Great run now from AJ Alters. Last tackle, 7 minutes on the clock. Lockie goes high. There's a charge down a chant from Speed, but it's 6 more tackles to Rob Miller and the New South Wales. So it was a good attempt there from Elliott Speed. Could have been a game breaker, but instead the Blues have the ball back. Roy Simpson, instrumental in that last try was Simpson. Kunkel to the line. Marriott, sweeping play out the back here. Here's Malloy. 25 out. Marriott wants one more underneath him. Obliging was that man, and AJ Alters. He's lost the ball though. Play on now. Queensland, an opportunity for Speed. Is he going to chance his arm? Just takes the tackle on the 25-metre line. 6 minutes 15 on the clock. This game gets more and more exciting as we count down. This has been one of the longest periods of time in this game without a try. A true arm wrestle. And whoever wins this arm wrestle will come out on top of likely the game and the Interstate Challenge. What an event we've had here at the Carina Juniors. Here's a strong run, a great run straight up the middle. The front rowers really have worked hard today. Very impressed with Oliver Sykes. They chance himself down the right-hand side. Carlson gets the long ball away. Salkvist still going is Jay Salkvist. Looking for runners. Oh, it's a penalty. It's Kunkel again. Kunkel's just caught him high in Salkvist, and, well, the referee's given him a warning. There's been 2 in a row where he's been picked up on. I thought that might have been the end of his Interstate Challenge here with 5 minutes on the clock. He could have had a sit down, but they're okay with it. So a penalty goal's not going to be enough here. They're going to need to go for the 4-pointer, and that's exactly what they do. Quick play, charging onto the ball, the big number 15 in Benvenuto. Another impressive player, Benvenuto. Show and go from active 9. Geez, he was close to the line there. Tariq Parter. He'd love to seal it. Speed. Gallagher off the left foot, looking for a tied forward. They're all aiming up, however. Brought down in a big tackle. Simpson's involved, so's Hales, and the front rower and Paulson's there. Speed. Long ball to Todd White. Inspirational. Todd White still going. Imagine if Toddy White gets a double to seal it. 4 minutes on the clock. Speed. Long ball out the back. It goes to the ground. Still moving up in defence, though. Here comes that man in Salkvist. Been tough to handle. Oh, Tom Fisher gets underneath him, as there is Paulson. Last tackle now. One more to survive for the Blues. One more opportunity for Queensland. Inside ball. Oh, it's been lost in that contact, but it's play on. It's backwards. Off the right boot. They're going to get there, the Blues, but they're going to be crunched in the in-goals. Aggressive defence here by the Queensland side. And there's another 6 more tackles of pressure piling onto this Sky Blue team from the south. Well, this has been everything you dream of when you see blue and maroon jerseys go against each other. We've come to expect these sorts of battles in the game's longest rivalry. It doesn't matter whether it's NRL, NRLW or the Interstate Challenge. You know you're getting fireworks when these two come against each other. We're approaching the 3-minute mark now. We're under 3 minutes to go in this clash. There's 3 more tackles. The Maroons are down by 4, but they're attacking the line. Todd White wants a double. Great defence there by Marriott. Just stopping him there is James Marriott. Trying to go from active 9 is Carlson. Oh, he's lost the ball. He's lost the ball in that contest with 2.5 minutes on the clock. The Blues breathe a sigh of relief for now. If that is the 2 sets of 6 that win them the game, the Blues, it's well deserving. There was some great defence across the park, some desperation type stuff. Certainly origin worthy. Remember, folks, this is 1 of 2. We have the Women's Interstate Challenge going on shortly after this. And with 2 minutes on the clock there, there's an injury in the back line out there. And Queensland want play to go on because there's no time off, but Fisher's going to have to come from the field. Oh, they pushed in the scrum. Oh, it's a knock on against the Blues. And who says scrums are dead in the game? They're more than a formality. Queensland have won one against the feed with less than 2 minutes to go in an Interstate Challenge. So this now is a huge opportunity for Queensland. Elliott Speed goes left. Plenty of opportunity here. Oh, it's 4v3 on this side. Elliott Speed loves the numbers. He takes them, show and go. Well tackled by Hales. 7-on-7 clash on this left-hand edge has been great all game. Sebastian Sykes trying to power his way over the line. Plenty of blue jerseys to deny him at this stage. Carlson, short ball to White. White hits the ground, 60 seconds on the clock. It's all or nothing here for Queensland. Carlson steps off his right foot twice, this time held in that tackle by Vaitua. Says, you're not going anywhere. Speed, long ball over the top. There's plenty of space. Forrester for the corner. He's not going to get there. Great defence. Great defence by the number 18. The interchange player, Xavier Zanzul. He's come onto the field late. He was 18th man and there was an injury. And it spills over here in this left-hand corner. It's just passion and pushing. There's not much else happening down there, folks. It's nothing to write home about. It's been a great 80-minute battle from both teams. And we're pushing and shoving, but nothing's ruined this contest so far. What a contest and what a defensive effort here from the New South Wales University side, who've barreled the big Jack Forrester into the sidelines to win the game. They've done extremely well and they celebrate accordingly. There's devastation on the face of the Queensland team, and rightfully so. This game isn't officially over yet. We're going to dissect the push and shove here, and, well, potential ramifications of that may not be of effect in this game, but certainly will for the Australian University side, which is still to be picked. And we're interested to see how the referee does pull this one apart. If anyone gets sin-binned, which is fruitless, of course. New South Wales have won the game. The best thing he can do is call time off. He's going to call some players out. However, here's Forrester going out with the number 13 in Todd White, who's captain. So he'll get 10 in the bin, which of course, as we mentioned, is a formality given the result already fixed. Tom Fisher comes out to talk to the referee. There's confusion over who exactly the referee needs to speak to, but they've identified this man here. As I said, it's all a formality. I don't know if there's going to be a penalty that comes from this and which way the penalty goes. They're waving 6 again, and Elliot Speed is now talking about who it is to be. And the penalty goes to New South Wales. Game, however, is already over. They're going to kick it straight out, and New South Wales have won the Interstate Challenge. And what has been a very tough and tight game of football. They're all into it. The crowd's still emotional, and the players very happy with the result. Queensland, as we mentioned before, devastation on their faces. But, I mean, what a game and what a spectacle. It's exactly what we wanted. It's exactly what was advertised. And they have every reason to hold their head up high, the Queenslanders and the New South Wales side. So the jubilation continues. It's always tough to play in these representative games with not much lead up, and they've done extremely well, both sides. And congratulations to New South Wales. Commiserations to Queensland, but don't go anywhere. We've still got the women's game coming up shortly after this. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We have just finished the game of the men's Interstate Challenge, and well, as we always get in the Origin these days, we get both the men's and the women's. This time, well, it's the women who are going to anchor the game, which is great to see. The men's are already over, and now the women take place. New South Wales side, as you can see, already entered the field. There's still an air of excitement amongst Carina Juniors after the New South Wales team have taken out that game in a tight fashion. It was 28-24 in the end. What a game of football. Great defence at the end by New South Wales. But in this game, we have Queensland, Imogen Davidson at fullback, Emma Williams, Shaylee Hazeldine, Isabella Morgan, Natalia Elias, Cameron Bray, Jessica Barnes, Libby Dunn, Emily Marr, Prue Peters, Chloe Maxwell, Taylor Horobin, Bonnie Zappa, Bree Mackay, Alana Lee Grace, Ash Mowry, Raywin Mann and Alana Smith. For the Blues, Macy Cox, Claudia Nielsen, Tyler Brown, Zai Liga, Alicia Bell, Imogen Lowe, Kiara McGregor, Lizzie Montgomery, Bianca Jones, Ebony Green, Terry Lee Van Wyck, Sergeant Rifey, Sophie Curtin, Indy Carroll, Lexus Kaliti, Arfi Forsey, and Chloe Shepherd and April Gray. My name is Taylor Brown, and I will be your commentator here for this afternoon in what's shaping up to be another outstanding interstate challenge between the New South Wales University and Queensland. Oh, there's a dangerous tackle to start off the half. Up and over goes the Queensland front rower. It's, well, it was quite the tackle, but, well, no report, no nothing like that. Let's just blow a penalty and play on. You'll love to see it. So again, the crowd still roaring with anticipation based off the men's challenge, which just came to a finish. The New South Wales men's taking victory there. It was a tight tussle, but we're back here for the women's. Apologies. So, in and away is the 5'8" for Queensland, which is Cameron Bray. Plenty of BMD premiership experience for Cameron Bray. And they go back to Jessica Barnes, who goes high and long. Well met in fullback position. That's Alicia Bell, who's playing in the number 5 jersey and the fullback position. We have seen some changing of jersey numbers over the last game, and I've no doubt we'll continue to see it during this game. We'll just call it as we see it here on the team list. Great run this time by Zai Liga. Number 3 in Tyler Brown. Not to be confused with Taylor Brown, your commentator here today. Brought underneath there is the back rower in Terry Lee Van Wyck. So this has been a good opening set so far, taking on the short side. Oh, there's a long ball over the top, and unfortunately goes to no one from Imogen Lowe. Expansive and creative, but unfortunately just misses the mark. So the small difference between the men's game, which we just saw, and the women's game on now is instead of 40-minute halves, we will be observing 35-minute halves. So just the 10-minute change there in the overall game time. But other than that, parameters, game time, parameters and refereeing, everything is all the same if you are new to watching this football. That's a run from Libby Dunn. Another player with plenty of BMD premiership experience, Libby Dunn. Prue Peters plays for the Brisbane Tigers in the BMD premiership, and there's just a high tackle on her, unfortunately, from her opposite number, Lizzie Montgomery. So Queensland, plenty of opportunity here. They go wide straight away. This time it's Chloe Maxwell. So going wide again here. Ball in there. Oh, just rushing out of the defensive line there. Great work from Tyler Brown on the fullback, Imogen Davison. Needed to make that tackle in Imogen Davison. They had an overlap. Tyler Brown come up and in and made a strong effort. Oh, Tyler Brown involved in that one. Looked like it might have been a little bit high, but not called so. Good hit up by Prue Peters. Libby Dunn. Brought down by Bianca Jones and co. Bianca was down low in that tackle. Van Wyk, hand stuck. Outside, inside, Davidson almost gets away, but again, just can't evade that legs tackle there by the Blues. Last tackle, long ball. Oh, there was an opportunity there. It was battered down by the fullback. Macy Cox is playing on that left wing and needed to be. So Queensland have a repeat set after the double knock on. Still applying that pressure on the Blues. The lights are all on here at Leo Williams for all the stars that have come out to play. Taylor Harobin, just that ball underneath. It was great work. They're coming left-hand side now. Cameron Bray. Show and go from Cameron Bray. There's a small opening. Gee, she gets awfully close with that football carrying arm in the end, but brought down. Prue Peters, just couldn't quite control that one. That was tough from Prue Peters. Oh, geez, there was a bit of high contact there from Isabella Morgan, but it was already ruled. Yeah, I think they've called a penalty. No, it's a scrum for the knock-on from Prue Peters. So, New South Wales escape early. Defence in that red zone. So again, if you're just tuning in, this women's game features students from universities right across both states. New South Wales heavy with talent from Wollongong, Newcastle and Sydney, while Queensland draws from the strong UQ, QUT, Griffith and Sunshine Coast programs. So a real test of university and state pride here. Oh, there's an opportunity for the Blues early. We're going to get a foot race. Going is Zoe Liga. No one's going to catch Liga. Look at her stride away in the sky blue jersey. She'll bring that under the post, and it was never close. Talk about a clean set of wheels. That was an impressive display of speed and acceleration. It's dry time for the New South Wales University side through their centre three-quarter side, Liga. So this is going to be quite the easy conversion, you like to think, for Alicia Bell, who has the number 5 jersey on as discussed, but is playing in the fullback position. As we can hear the New South Wales victory song in the background from the men's game earlier. This one's going to go straight through the stick. So 6-0 New South Wales leading Queensland after only, well, a couple of minutes here. It's been less than 10 here at Leo Williams Oval at Carina Juniors. It's interesting to note that this is only the second edition of the Women's University Interstate Challenge. New South Wales won last year. The inaugural clash in 2025 was a gritty 10-6 win at North Sydney Oval. So the double-header with the men's game that we saw last year has been repeated here in southeast Queensland. New South Wales claimed that first ever women's title last year. Queensland obviously wanting to return the favour on home soil. Oh, was that kick? Well, it's gone to ground. Oh, just well picked up in the end. They're just in line for the Queensland defence. Libby Dunn sprinting down, as was Cameron Bray. Here's a charging run from Ebony Green. Oh, coming in for some work there was the fullback named in Macy Cox. Gets a good offload away, however, to Lizzie Montgomery. Just bringing up underneath is Terry Lee Van Wyk. Van Wyk, of course, played in last year's game. Lock forward getting involved in some play in this situation. Line running now from Saja Riffy. Last tackle. They go down the short side. Just a little chip over the top from the halfback, but it was well fielded by Imogen Davidson. Kiara McGregor just chipped that one over the top, and it was met by the fullback. So Queensland coming out of there, and oh, some solid contact, but unfortunately it floated just a little bit high. 10 minutes gone here in this match. As I mentioned, it was a gritty and close display last year. Only a couple of points in it there at North Sydney Oval. So we've already had 6 here. Oh, is that one going to go out? Oh, geez, just. And in the end, it was off the fingertips of Imogen Davidson. Who Imogen Davidson has now gone back to fullback. So it seems Imogen and Alicia Bell will be... Macy Cox and Alicia Bell will be swapping roles throughout this game. So keep an eye on who is where in what scenario. Prue Peters taking a solid carry there on the 50-metre line. Met in a great tackle, however, by her opposite number in green. Getting to the line, short ball. This time it was Chloe Maxwell who was met in that strong tackle. They go right to Libby Dunn, left to Libby Dunn, apologies. So Queensland, oh, is there a little bobble of the ball in the ruck? Yes, there was. Just a tiny one from Libby Dunn. They just got caught up in the tackle of Saja Rifey, and dropped the ball. So taking themselves out of their own end line here. That's the number 5 in Alicia Bell. Keep an eye on Alicia, continuing to swap with Macy Cox there. The try scorer, Liga, trying to go wide again. Geez, they have made the mistake of giving her a little bit of a leash on that edge in the opening 10 minutes. They won't be doing that again. The speed was very impressive. Sophie Curtin over the 50-metre line officially. Show and go from Lizzie Montgomery, but she drops the ball in the process. Oh, geez, there was some strong contact there. Ebony Green, body in front there, making up for it, as was Rifey. Imogen Davidson, slammed to the turf. So very different to the men's game already. We're just settling into a tough standard of football at the moment. Both sides swapping exit sets. Oh, attacking the line very well was the halfback Jessica Barnes from Queensland. Eventually brought down by try scorer Liga. Cameron Bray gets the ball out wide. That was Taylor Harobin. Prue Peters at acting 9. Goes left. Davidson's there. Show and go from Prue Peters. Still pushing through the line, Prue Peters. Still going the front rower. Oh, there was a one-on-one attempt there. Oh, geez, Prue Peters thought there was more in the tackle. There wasn't. Let's go of the football. And, well, that was a successful rake from the number 9 in Emily Marr. Sorry, Bianca Jones. McGregor says, let's get out of here. We've had too much defence already. Show and go here from the centre 3/4, Tyler Brown. Oh, geez, it was a long time in that tackle for the number 9, Emily Marr. Referee's happy with it still. Interchange forward onto the field now for Queensland. It's Ash Murray. So Kurt goes to the line with another New South Wales interchange player, and Afi Fawisi. So New South Wales now spreading it wide. There's a long ball to Alicia Bell from Macy Cox. Imogen Lowe just pushing the ball to the left-hand side. So Liga to Lowe. Taking a settling run in the middle is Van Wyk. Very involved early, Van Wyk. Last tackle. McGregor goes to the, it's a end-on-end bomb. It's going to be tough to catch. Whoever tries. Oh, look, it was a good attempt here from the New South Wales winger in Claudia Nelson, but unfortunately that one goes forward. So that was a good set from New South Wales. Geez, that's some good contact as well. She's been really strong in defence, Ebony Green. I've liked her aggression and her intent. Just up and underneath, popping with her shoulder every time. Queensland, right-hand side of the ruck. Going downfield over the 40-metre line now. Maybe looking for an early kick here. Just going wide this time is Jessica Barnes. Just moving the ball around. Finds Chloe Maxwell. All trying to show and go from 9. Eventually brought down. It was a good run by Emily Marr. Great chase, however, by Faisi. This one goes high. And caught well by Macy Cox. Oh, there's an offload. There's some space here for Tyler Brown. Tyler Brown with some speed. It's the centres for New South Wales who have speed to burn and will not be stopped. Liga does it on the left-hand side. Tyler Brown says, whatever you can do, I can do better. Streaking down the sidelines. Try time to the New South Wales Universities team. They lead now 10-0, kick to come. So, conversion here coming from Kiara McGregor. Alicia Bell converted the first one. McGregor here going for the second. It's a great kick, conversion successful. New South Wales leading Queensland 12-0 here at Karina Juniors. 17 minutes 50 left in this half, so we are basically at the halfway mark of this first half. Queensland, I think they've been promising in patches, but just it's the speed against the run of play. I mean, neither of those New South Wales tries were anything to do necessarily with big plays or catching Queensland out defensively. They just left them too much room to run as Faisi off the back fence. Oh, straight through the Queensland defence there. Straight on her front. It's a quick play the ball. Here comes Ebony Green. As I said, Ebony Green, very impressive to start this game. She's still on the field. Oh, Tyler Brown caught that ball in traffic. Did well to hold on to it, but Emma Williams from Queensland, she made the mistake of giving her space only moments ago. Refuses to do it this time. Number 18, the interchange forward on the field here for New South Wales. That's April Gray. Heading wide now, New South Wales. Oh, here's that fullback in Cox. Gets the offload away. This time it's the interchange player, number 17 for New South Wales, and Chloe Shepherd, who steps back on the inside and scores the try. Oh, New South Wales, blistering speed has exposed the Queensland defence early. And it is raining points here for the Southerners. Well done to Chloe Shepherd, the interchange winger, who comes on the field and gets a try. So 15 minutes now on the clock, and that is the third try to New South Wales. All of them being long-range tries from 40 metres or more at this stage. All of them with blistering speed. This one, the first one where New South Wales actually skinned them on the edge and the winger ran around, and the other ones were more slicing just in between winger and centre. But regardless, the conversion successful here, this time for Kiara McGregor again. It's 18-0, and there's lots of football still to be played in this one, and Queensland, well, they need to get on the board or just turn this into more of a grind sooner rather than later, or they could be in for a tough night on home soil. We mentioned Queensland won the inaugural Interstate Challenge in the women's game last year at North Sydney Oval, and they're off to a cracking start if they wanted to defend that victory. Oh, geez, that's a great catch from McGregor, coming out of the line and running onto the football. Still going is McGregor. Crash to the deck, however, from Isabella Morgan. Isabella Morgan getting involved in a lot of defence early on. Here's a really strong run right up from the interchange forward in Lexi Coletti. Oh, a little bit longer in the ruck there. They're still happy with it. That's Sophie Curtin that took that run. They're off on the left-hand side. Just moving some numbers around there is Imogen Lowe. Dummy and run now from Afi Fawisi. Last tackle here. They go on the right to McGregor. Has options to pass. It goes short to Tyler Brown. Still going. Last tackle. Offloads there. Queensland trying to stop them. They can't stop the ball. Going again. Kick goes dead. Does it? No, it's going to hold up. Blues jerseys everywhere. Great shots, but well done getting out of trouble there from the Queensland side. This is the type of effort they needed. Get the ball in their hands and start running. Cameron Bray takes a scoot herself. Oh, smashed in the tackle was Emma Williams. Upended by the experienced Terry Lee Van Wyk. Try scorer in last year's low-scoring affair down there at North Sydney Oval, Terry Lee Van Wyk. So they go right to interchange forward now. Bree Mackay, who's on the field. Last tackle. Oh, tries to get that on the toe, but met strongly already Cameron Bray. They're happy with the contact from Sophie Curtin. It's been cleared. Play on for Imogen Lowe. And Prue Peters makes no mistake with that tackle. Right shoulder whack. Claudia Nielsen sees the success, tries to go a little bit wider, met by Cameron Bray. And that tackle as well as Isabella Morgan. Here goes Tyler Brown scooting. We know how dangerous she is. Desperate defence here from the Queenslanders. Needed to make that one for Taylor Harobin. Some more hard charges from the forward Kaliti. Now they're going out wide. Curtin, Lowe. There's the long ball. Already one try to her name in that corner. This time she was denied Chloe Shepherd last tackle. Imogen Lowe with the ball. She's going to kick it wide. It's gone a little backwards. It's at the 10-metre line. Ball's allowed to bounce. Oh, it's been knocked forward by Queensland, unfortunately. Just an attempt to get the ball there from Isabella Morgan. And it goes from bad to worst for these Northerners. It'll be a scrum. Feed to the Blues. Well, they're set up on the left-hand side through Imogen Lowe. Plenty of numbers on that edge, but they go right instead. There's numbers here now. Long ball over the top. Well caught. And it's going to be another try to New South Wales. This time it's Claudia Nielsen. The back five celebrating tries left, right and centre. A beautiful little set-up play by the Blues. They had it all expansively deep and ready to go on the left-hand corner through Imogen Lowe, and they were looking like they were going to take it, and Kiara McGregor instead feeds the scrum, pops out to the right, executes a 3-on-2 and puts her winger Claudia Nielsen in the corner. The Blues, another try, 22-0 kick to come. So conversion attempt here for the left-footing McGregor. It's her preferred side, but it's a typical task for any goal kicker out on this right-hand edge. Love another exclamation mark. Geez, they've been perfect in attack and perfect with the boot here, the Blues. 24-0. New South Wales leading Queensland after the opening 25 minutes has now been completed. There's 8.5 left on the clock. So it's a tough task for Queensland now at 24-0. It'll be a daunting looking second half if they cannot curb this in the next couple of minutes. Kick-off now met by McGregor. She's been very exciting, McGregor. Here's some stronger defence here from the Queenslanders. No surprise, it's Prue Peters, and then, of course, the interchange forward now on the field, Bree Mackay, just getting low and driving. Here's some more great defence. Jessica Barnes involved in that tackle. Some pushing there on Annalie Grace as well. Oh no, we're going to see a repeat of what we saw earlier. This time it's a great tackle. Nice down low effort there. Had to make that one, and she did really well, Natalia Elias. But I mean, I thought Liga was going to just streak down the sideline there. We saw what she did in the opening couple of minutes. The speed there would have been too hard to handle if she got too much further away. McGregor brings Tyler Brown underneath, met by Harobin and Alana Smith. Last tackle now. Oh, Curtin looks to the right-hand side and kicks it down. Picked up immediately by Davidson, though. Still going is Davidson, but Curtin is there in the defensive line to meet her. Also there is Afi Faisi. Back on the field now, Lizzie Montgomery for the Blues. She was involved in that tackle. There's no markers present, though. Whoa! Geez, that was, well, I thought it might have been high, but I think the legs were just taken at the same time as the upper body. Half of it went one way and half of it went the other way there as she was split. So Kiara McGregor makes that tackle with the number 18, April Gray. Taylor Robin down the left-hand edge on last tackle. Goes to the air, does Cameron Bray. Fielded, however, by Macy Cox. That was a good chase by the Queenslanders. Look at all the maroon jerseys down there, showing some signs of life as we enter the final 5 minutes of the first half. Here's the number 17 try scorer, Chloe Shepherd. Looking one way, going the other is Liga. Trying to slice through again is Liga. Talk about being just a dangerous proposition to defend against out on that centre three-quarter position. Liga has probably been player of the match so far. Here's a late offload from the Blues. There's opportunity out here on the right-hand side. In and away goes April Gray. Oh, it gets an offload too, but they might have called tackle completed. Yes, they do. So tackle completed now. Bianca Jones throws it out wide this time to Carliti. Geez, there's 4 Queenslanders in the tackle and they can't get her down. Last tackle now. They go right to McGregor. Plenty of numbers pushing through. Cox is there. Gray is there. So's Brown. Brown waits for Davidson to catch the ball and makes clean contact. So another interchange here for the Blues. Claudia Nielsen comes from the field and Alicia Bell back on into the right wing position. Struggling to make some ruck meters here, the Maroons. Starting to drop each other underneath. That's Isabella Morgan, who was met in a strong tackle. Geez, they are physical, this New South Wales team. They've really jumped on a plane full of intent as Jessica Barnes takes on the line and is driven into the turf. Last tackle now. It's got to go to Bray. No, it's going to be the lock forward in Zappa who kicks it. Flies past Macy Cox, but it's... Oh, no, she's touched it. It might be a try. No, it's gone dead. Dead in a goal line dropout. But, geez, I thought that ball may have still been live after it was touched by Macy Cox. And there was plenty of Maroons jerseys streaking downfield to try and get a touch. But the results are saying none the wiser. 3.5 minutes left to go in this half. And probably the biggest opportunity Queensland have had since the opening couple of exchanges. So they'd love to get some points on the board in this one. Oh, no. That's very unfortunate. It came over the top of 5'8" Cameron Bray's head, and you could see there live it did touch her arm as it bounced forward. I mean, that is got to be one of the most unlucky passages of play that I've seen in a long time. So the Blues working out of their own edge. Indy Carroll is now on the field. Just be interesting to see exactly where Indy Carroll is playing as Macy Cox gets involved. Here's Liga this time gets the offload away to number 17 and try scorer Chloe Shepherd. They are just doing so much damage on the left-hand edge. I think Imogen Lowe's actually having a short break from the field, and that's exactly where Indy Carroll is lining up the 5'8" position. Very involved, Indy Carroll early. Bianca Jones still retaining that number 9 position. Here's McGregor. Tyler Brown, short ball through a gap. Oh, she just couldn't hold it. Well defended by Cameron Bray. Body in front, threw the arms out, and managed to stop Tyler Brown before she streaked away. So although the scoreboard reads 24-0, which has been an impressive goal-kicking display from both Kiara McGregor and Alicia Bell, I mean, they've been all long-range tries, relative long-range tries. I mean, the try from Shepherd, Alicia Bell, Liga, Tyler Brown and Claudia Nielsen. So, Liga Brown, Nielsen and Shepherd. They've all been long-range sprinting tries, and they were just so quick for the defensive line. There's been no real breakdowns in middle defence here by the Queenslanders so far, but they have looked extremely threatening every time they've had the ball, the Blues. So Queensland, less than a minute on the clock now in this first half. Trying to get it out wide. Prue Peters has the ball. Curtin's involved in the tackle, as is Ebony Green, who's back on the field. Around 30 seconds to go. Cameron Bray just takes on the line herself with a show and go. Last tackle. Last tackle, likely last play of the game. It was charged down by Khalidi, and then Queensland come up with the ball, and they get a penalty with 20 seconds to go. So they will get a tap and they will get a play and attempt at scoring some points here. It just depends what they like to do. So they're calling for 2 points from the sideline, but they've tapped and gone, and with 3 seconds to go, this might be it. Prue Peters takes one hit up, and that is it. Half-time here at Carina Juniors, the opening 35 minutes. Well, it was all Southerners. It was all New South Wales points. It's 24-0 they lead Queensland, with some blistering pace shown from the Blues. Claudia Nielsen, Tyler Brown, Zai Liga, and Chloe Shepherd all getting tries. Blistering pace displayed as discussed. Conversion successful from Alicia Bell and Kiara McGregor, who Alicia Bell's 1 from 1. Kiara McGregor is 3 from 3, making it 24 points to 0 at the halftime break. We're going to have a short little break ourselves, and we'll be back in 10 minutes or so with all the action. The final 35 minutes of Interstate Challenge football here on the NRL. Welcome back to Carina Leagues, where Carina Leagues Club, which is the junior club here in southeast Queensland. Leo Williams Oval is the official venue name for what we're about to see is the second half of the Interstate Challenge between New South Wales University and Queensland Universities. If you're just joining us and you didn't see any of the points fest for Blues fans in the opening 35 minutes, Claudia Nielsen, Tyler Brown, Zai Liga, and Chloe Shepherd all with tries for the Blues, and three out of three conversions for Kiara McGregor. Alicia Bell, one conversion herself. It is 24-0. The New South Wales side defeating Queensland Universities, and they're already out in the field. There might be a little bit of gamesmanship here from the Queensland side, who are trying to claw back a 24-point deficit. I'd be doing everything I could to change that. While we're waiting, I'm going to go through where all these players come from. So Queensland University, Imogen Davidson, University of Southern Queensland, Emma Williams, Griffith University, Shaylee Hazeldine, James Cook University, Isabella Morgan, University of the Sunshine Coast, Natalia Elias, Griffith University, Cameron Bray, the University of Queensland, Jessica Barnes, Queensland University of Technology, Libby Dunn, University of Queensland, Emily Marr, University of the Sunshine Coast, Prue Peters, Central Queensland University, Chloe Maxwell, Griffith University, Taylor Harobin, University of Southern Queensland, Bonnie Zappa, Griffith University, Brianna Mackay, Alana Grace, both come, Brianna Mackay, University of the Sunshine Coast, Alana Grace, University of Southern Queensland, Ashley Mowry, Queensland University of Technology, Raywin Mann, Australian Catholic University, and Alana Smith, the Australian Catholic University. So that is the university representatives of the Queensland side. As we have kick-off here in the second half, a lot of work here for the Queensland players to do. And here's a good run already from the interchange 5/8 from New South Wales, who of course is Indy Carroll. Here's a strong run from Lizzie Montgomery. Geez, the forward pack from the New South Wales side has been impressive so far. Carroll goes to the left. It's with Saja Rifey appealing for a slow play the ball. Getting involved now is Macy Cox. Offload away to Ebony Green. Charging over the 40-metre line now. McGregor on that edge. Drops one underneath. That's a ball and all tackle. A great tackle there from the Queenslanders. Who is that? It's the number 18 in Alana Smith. Dropped it over the top. Oh, this is going to be a try straight away. A beautiful little kick over the top, and picking up the ball and sprinting away was Claudia Nielsen for her second. So New South Wales straight back on the board again. A little chip over the top, and Claudia Nielsen streaks away to score. That was Kiara McGregor, of course, who chipped that one over the top, and hasn't she been impressive today, McGregor? She stays back for the conversion, but at this stage, the way she's striking the ball, it's almost a guarantee that this one's going to go through the sticks. So New South Wales quick to jump on the points bandwagon and get one more try. There's still 33 minutes left in this game, but the traffic's only been run one way. If we had the momentum tracker out for this matchup, you wouldn't see any maroon on the board. So McGregor here, looking at a conversion attempt from wide. As I just see them running away, I think it was Alicia Bell who scored that try. We'll have to correct the record, but for now, McGregor just cannot stop making these conversions. That's 4 from 4 for her. And I'll just get confirmation the try scorer was Alicia Bell. But I believe it was, yes. So, Alicia Bell, try scorer there. Now, as Queensland kick off here, just as this set goes on, I'm going to call out the team list and universities representing New South Wales tonight. Afi Fawisi, Australian College of Physical Education, as with Alicia Bell. April Grays from the University of Wollongong, so is Bianca of Jones and Chloe Shepherd. Claudia Nielsen from the University of Sydney. Representing the University of Newcastle is Ebony Green. Elizabeth Montgomery is from the Australian Catholic University. Imogen Lowe is from Western Sydney University, as is Indiana Carroll. Kiara McGregor is from Notre Dame, University of Notre Dame. Alexis Khalidi from the University of Wollongong. Macy Cox is from the University of Newcastle. Saja Raifi is from Central Queensland University. So there's a Queensland University student playing for New South Wales. I love to see that. Sophie Curtin from the University of Wollongong. Terry Lee Van Wyk, University of Newcastle. Tyler Brown, University of Newcastle. And Zion Liga, Australian Catholic University. So that is a representation of where they're from. Oh, just tried to go over the top there, did Indy Carroll, but ball's going to go into touch. There was a small opportunity for Chloe Shepherd to get there, but it just ran away from her, unfortunately. Score currently 30-0 to the Blues. 30-0 to New South Wales University, and they really have, I mean, I spoke about in the men's game, so if you are just joining us, what I will say is Queensland have been in camp since Wednesday, so they've had 1 day extra in camp, 2 days extra. New South Wales flew up on Thursday night, so they haven't had any real days in camp together other than a captain's run yesterday, but they have had several training sessions throughout the last couple of months, which makes it hard to think that the Central Queensland residents would have been coming down here for that, as Queensland get a penalty, but they have likely had longer time to work together. Would have been extremely difficult with the Wollongong and Newcastle representatives littered through there as well. It's not just a New South Wales Sydney side, it's scattered from all across parts of New South Wales, so extremely impressive they were able to get together. And well, the amount of time they've spent together is reflected so far in the score. Under 30 minutes to go, Queensland starts spreading the ball out wide. This run is Alana Lee Grace, who ran into a spirited defensive line for New South Wales. They'd love to hold Queensland out here, but they need some points. Imogen Davidson underneath. Met by Kaliti and Co in that tackle. Prue Peters, offload to Chloe Maxwell, who's brought to the ground. Bonnie Zappa sends a beautiful long pass out to Cameron Bray. Short ball, it could be a try. Reached out and grounded it. No, it's last tackle. Isabella Morgan must have been just short. Oh, they've dropped the ball here, Queensland. The try line only centimetres away. I thought for all money Isabella Morgan would plant that one over the try line, but she's been denied and they lost it on the next play. Great defence from the New South Welsh, not New South Welshmen, New South Welsh women. So coming out of their own end now. Oh, geez, you don't like it. As soon as they start spreading them, you see Liga with ball in hand, you start getting a little bit concerned here for Queensland because they are just lightning. Speaking of lightning, there's Chloe Shepherd. She's got a try to her name as well. 30-0 scoreline here in the University's Challenge. This is a strong run. Gee, their forward pack's been great. Ebony Green gets the offload away. Well, here's some space, and sprinting away is Van Wyk. Ball and all tackle attempted, but she gets through it. Is she going to stay in the field of play? Yes, she does. She does extremely well. Injury to Imogen Davidson, who's limping away from that tackle. Trying to get the ball through the hands. This time it's Ebony Green taking a run. Imogen Davidson, she's extremely affected in the fullback position. So I'm not sure if Queensland can see they're going to need to do something. Long ball at the line, passing back on the inside. They've called it to be a forward pass. So Chloe Shepherd just received that long ball off Imogen Lowe, and fortunately the subsequent pass was ruled to be in a forward direction. Queensland escape. We see Imogen Davidson coming from the field. She's in some serious trouble there. Limping on that left leg. The left knee already heavily strapped. And as soon as she comes from the active field of play, you can see her hunching over. So must be in some serious pain. Expect to see a considerable backline reshuffle here from Queensland. As they make a host of changes, there's now two other players coming from the field. One of them being Zappa and the other one being Bree Mackay. Prue Peters. Oh, well, that's a strong run. Well done from Cameron Bray, getting out there, drawing and passing. The number 9, Emily Marr, back on the field, and she goes for a run straight away. Another one with a heavily strapped knee here for Queensland. Last tackle. Here's the long ball, Cameron Bray. She's going to dink it over the top. It's got some spin on it, but it's going to go way too far. Macy Cox just watches that one go over the dead ball line, and she'll come back for a 7-tackle set. Just making sure we're on the select blade of grass for this Taparoo start. And we eventually get underway. Macy Cox is slammed to the deck from Prue Peters and Libby Dunn. The front row combining for some strong defence. Liga. I just get excited every time she has the ball in hand. Sprinting away for that try. Here comes Tyler Brown. Show and go. Oh, she was through the gap, but it was a lingering arm there by Emily Marr, who just stripped the ball from her. Again, desperation defence. Well, so here comes the number 5 running through the middle there, Natalia Elias. But in the background here, there's been just an injury to Jessica Barnes, who just tripped over, actually fell over another player. You see her limping. Emily Marr. No markers, goes for a hop, skip and a jump. Brought down by Imogen Lowe and co. Again, some of the best possession and field position Queensland have had, and well, here's a penalty. No 6 again. He's called a blatant penalty for ruck interference. So referee, no 6 more tackles, just wants a penalty. As we see time off for, don't know what that is on the field. He's calling us to wait. I don't know what it is, but it's... Oh, there's some sort of water bottle or maybe some sticky spray that's fallen out of one of the trainer's pockets. Can't have someone falling on that, understandable. Queensland running with some real gusto at the moment. They can smell points. Awfully close in one of the previous sets there on the left-hand side through Isabella Morgan. I wonder if they go back to the same well. Libby Dunn. Here's an offload from Barnes. Tough little line there for Chloe Maxwell. She does well, though. Here's Libby Dunn. Straight and hard goes Libby Dunn. She's going to be hard to stop. I don't think she has been stopped. The Maroons pour in from all angles, celebrating that try. She's going to be a long attempt to make it back in this one. But if they do, it starts from a Libby Dunn try. Conversion successful, so the score now 32-6. New South Wales still leading, but Queensland attempting to mount this comeback. Cameron Bray making that conversion successful. There's 22 minutes to go, so although there is a long time on the clock, they'll need to act fast if they're going to start clawing this one back. So McGregor will get play back underway. It's a big left boot, goes all the way down. Oh, geez, they need to get on top of this. It might go dead, no. Ball successfully recovered, and this is a great return. And a very impressive run from Chloe Maxwell from the deep. Emily Marr goes to Libby Dunn, try scorer, gets an offload. Starting to show a little bit of ball movement. That's Alana Lee Grace. Now Libby Dunn lines up for one. They're up and over the 30 on the second tackle. Libby Dunn, is she going to get to the 40? Yes, she is with ease. She's going to get to the 45. Great run from Libby Dunn. She has really picked this Queensland side up, put it on her back and said, follow me. Another run from Chloe Maxwell, who, chopped down. Great defensive effort there by the number 9 and Bianca Jones. Short ball, some crunching defence, but it was well held in the end by Grace. Last tackle. This has been a great set after points for Queensland. And they're going to go along the ground and just put a little bit of pressure on the fullback in Cox and driven back in defence. Now, this is some Queensland attack and defence I can get behind. Starting to show some grit and some spirit. This is what we're used to seeing out of our own jerseys. Oh, this isn't in and away. I don't think they're going to be able to stop her, Chloe Shepherd. Lots of people in defence. Here comes Bell, gets the ball in hand, but Libby Dunn. Who else but Libby Dunn? The life and spirit of this Queensland side. The front rower gets back there to make the tackle. Liga, brought down again by Libby Dunn. Keeps going like this, she'll have a statue at the front of Suncorp, Libby Dunn. End of line defence necessary for Emma Williams, who had to shut that one down. They're still going to go to the right. They smell blood in the water here, the New South Wales side. Long ball over the top. Show and go. It's Alicia Bell back on a wing. Is she going to get to the line? No. Oh, it's a penalty as well. Just got behind her own players there. So penalty to Queensland. They escaped that one. It was a good little run out of the own end by Chloe Shepherd, who almost just couldn't quite have the legs to get there herself. Surprising given how much lightning speed we saw in the first half for her to run away and score the opening try. Oh, strong contact on Isabella Morgan. They have aimed up in defence, this New South Wales side. 18 minutes, 50 seconds on the clock here in this Interstate Challenge. The score is 30-6. As I said, they're going to do really well to make it back, but the effort well and truly is there for Queensland at the moment. Cameron Bray trying to dart down the short side. Oh, spreading the ball wide. They get it all the way wide. Maxwell met in the tackle. They're backing themselves down the short side again. There's an opportunity for a short pass, and they've taken it. Well tackled, however, was Hazel Dean by Liga. Last tackle now. Oh, show and go. Here they are. In the backfield is Barnes. Has support. It's Libby Dunn. She wants another try, Libby Dunn. Offload back to Barnes. Oh, McGregor from behind. That was an aggressive tackle on Barnes. From behind, just smothers her and gets the ball. But again, Queensland showing some real effort and determination to try and claw this one back. Libby Dunn has been at the forefront of that. I must say, if there is an Australian side being selected off this match, which there is, it'll be hard to select Queenslanders based on the score so far, but Libby Dunn is almost a lock and a guarantee in that side. She has just shown heart, grit and determination particularly in the last 10 minutes, to try and fire her side up. McGregor, speaking of locked-in selections. Away with an opportunity now, go the Blues again. This time it's the 5'8" Imogen Lowe. Takes on the Queensland defence. A massive smash there. Van White gets the offload away. Another penalty for obstruction. So they're just having real problems when they float back in field here, the New South Wales team, with obstruction. So looking for clarification now as they go to the referee. I don't know if they're going to be afforded clarification there, but there was an attempt from Sophie Curtin. Is that one going to go out? Yes, it is. So, a couple of calls, bit of the rub of the green going towards Queensland's way. Oh, that is some strong defence again. Van Wyck and Curtin involved in that tackle. Just hard hitting. And again, Natalia Elias smashed in that tackle as well. Prue Peters has not stopped running hard for Queensland all game. As they go right. Oh, that one was just left behind her, out the back, and dropped. Not quite on target there for Barnes. And Elias was met with some strong defence. Elias, winger turned fullback at the moment. That Imogen Davidson injury proving to be quite haunting for their backline movements. 20 minutes down in the second half. Only 15 minutes remains in this Interstate Challenge, and we thank everyone for tuning in on the NRL.com app. I'm sure there's quite the significant audience tuning into this one. A dominant display so far from New South Wales, and I like to think they'd be the bulk of the viewers, considering this is an away game. Oh no, an attempted offload there from the Blues has caused us trouble, and aiming up in defence was Isabella Morgan. She's taken some punishment, she's dealing out some back now. Again, my name is Taylor Brown. I've commentated both games here at Leo Williams Oval tonight. It has been an absolute pleasure to bring Origin style and quality football to the screens, particularly in the anticipation of the week ahead. Only a few more sleeps till we see the Ampol State of Origin series between the men, and of course the finalisation of the women's series, in which the Blues have already wrapped up. And if you can't tell by now, I'm from New South Wales. So Hazeldine met in that tackle. And some offloads here. Barnes had no runners available, so takes the run herself. Peters, Bray, at the back to Elias. Oh, well brought down in that tackle from Tyler Brown, and it's been a lost ball as well. So it's been a tough couple of minutes for Elias, and Tyler Brown makes an important tackle on that edge. So here's the offload to Liga. Liga trying to get away. We know she's going to be dangerous if she gets in the open space, but they aim up here, the Queenslanders. She's been well marked since her first half running right campaign. She did over about 10-minute spree. She was looking so dangerous in attack, and Queensland have just had to number up and be aggressive. McGregor throws the ball this time to Fawisi. Here's the offload. Bianca runs out. There's a show and go. This time it's Indy Carroll. Again, they're aiming up in defence, the Queenslanders. They've got lots of... Oh, Curtin! Great tackle there, up and in from Jessica Barnes, and they've called it a forward pass. So, bit of pressure here on the Blues, on the New South Wales University side. This has been the toughest period of the match for New South Wales. Queensland, of course, scored that last try, 30-6. And there's been a long period of time now with no points. So here's Bray, short at the line to Morgan. Met in some crunching defence. This is a good run. Queensland is starting to get a roll. Straight through the middle. Here's Libby Dunn. Excitement machine, Libby Dunn, as Prue Peters is injured in the background. Seems to be a cramp. Queensland still on the attack. Prue Peters, gee, no wonder she's got cramps. She's been sensational for Queensland as well. One of the best in a beaten pack. So Elias gets the offload to Morgan. Couple of defenders involved in a great tackle on that edge. So some ball movement now to Libby Dunn. She gets another offload, Libby Dunn. Show and go now for Barnes. Bray still trying to make something happen on that edge. Horobin. Last tackle now, Queensland. Repeat set. Points would be better. Will they go to the sky looking for points? Well caught in the end by New South Wales. I believe that is Coletti, who manages to get the ball. And a host of changes there, sprinting off the back for New South Wales as Tyler Brown gets the ball. She's going to run around them again. Tyler Brown, we know she's got pace. Show and go back on the inside. Just a simple step. Beats the fullback in Elias. And no one is going to stop Tyler Brown from streaking away and scoring under the sticks. The exclamation mark this game needed. A 10-minute period of back-and-forth football, and the Blues, like they have all night, score some long-range points to define their dominance. Some serious speed showed by Tyler Brown on this left-hand centre position. Oh, she's been playing in the right-hand centre, but came round just to get some work, and you can't give her any leeway. You show a little bit of space to Tyler Brown, and in and away she goes. So score now 34-6. McGregor taking her time with his conversion. Be perfect with the boot tonight, McGregor. As she makes her way in for the conversion attempts. As expected, straight through the middle. Score now 36-6. New South Wales extremely dominant over their Queensland counterparts here. And, well, with 8.5 minutes on the clock, it doesn't get any more official than that. I mean, New South Wales defending their way to a tight victory in the men's game, and now dominantly defeating Queensland here in the women's game as well. It's a clean sweep to the Blues. It's a clean sweep to the Blues on Queensland soil. So I dare say the rivalry has only grown some more legs when it comes to the 2027 encounter. But again, Libby Dunn involved in that tackle. She has been the highlight for mine. Prue Peters also involved in that tackle. Both of them, as we see, a penalty to them here. Oh, it's play on. McGregor wants to show and go really quickly. In the middle goes Curtin, still going. Curtin. Oh, there's a one-on-one strip. No, two in the tackle. Hazeldine had just come in from the side. So, as I was mentioning before, the penalty doesn't help, but Libby Dunn, Prue Peters, the front row for Queensland have been exceptional. Barely put a foot out of place and have not stopped working hard for their state here tonight. Take your pick from New South Wales. They've been, well, dominant, to say the least. I've said it a couple of times. I find no more words as we see another tough run here for Lizzie Montgomery. Oh, coming out is Jones. She's been a quiet achiever, Jones, for the New South Wales forward pack. McGregor, short ball, offload from Brown. It's come in the hands of Bell. They're claiming try in the corner. Has Bell got a third? Yes, she has. Sorry, a second for Alicia Bell. So Tyler Brown and Alicia Bell with doubles here in the Interstate Challenge, and was really, really strong football. They knew they had space on the edge. Brown got it, offloads away. Came through the hands of Macy Cox as well, and Alicia Bell slams it down in the corner for her double. So McGregor, another long-range conversion, but I mean, we're just so used to seeing her convert these. The kick predictor would have to be near on 100% at this stage. So 40-6 the current score, 42 points if this one sails over. She struck it well again. It looks good, but it's been waved away this time. Score remains 40-6. The New South Wales University side over the top of Queensland with less than 5 minutes to go in this clash. What a game it has been. What an afternoon it's been out here and night at Leo Williams Oval. Thank you to everyone that's tuned in across both games here on the NRL app, NRL.com, or wherever you have managed to watch this match-up. I'm sure everyone's just as excited as I am for the Origin series to start for the men, and then, of course, the finalisation and the wrap-up of the Women's Origin in a couple of the nights. But what a series that's been as well. Great, tight, tough football. That's what we've seen here tonight, another tight game in the men's game, and then, well, the New South Wales women's dominant. So there's a good run from Ebony Green. Offload, this time to Indy Carroll, who's in the number 9 position. Little break there for Bianca Jones as Lowe gets the ball in here. Show and go, straight through she goes. Fullback to beat. She's going to jump off the left foot. Try time to the Blues. Imogen Lowe scores another one. It is raining points here in Queensland. I know they say sunny one day, beautiful the next, but the only thing coming out of the sky right now is points and tears, Maroons tears. It is just a Southerners fest here at Leo Williams Oval as Imogen Lowe scores another try. So 2 minutes 30 left in this match. McGregor, an unlikely mistake in her last conversion attempt, missing that one. Score currently 44 points to 6. This one Makes no real difference in the end of the night. But I'm sure she'll treat it just the same. It was a good swing, a good attempt, but it fades away to the right-hand side. Score remains 44-6. New South Wales leading Queensland. So the 2026 Interstate Challenge coming to a close here. Of course, New South Wales winning in this exact situation and scenario down in Sydney, North Sydney Oval in 2025. They win again, this time in a lot more dominant game. It was a low-scoring affair, as discussed earlier in the match down at North Sydney Oval last year, and this one's been the opposite. 44 points to 6. It's been, 10 points shy of a point a minute here in this matchup. So here's a run from Green. Again, Ebony Green, sensational. I've been very impressed with a number of players. Lizzie Montgomery and Ebony Green just laid the platform so well for New South Wales. Oz, they bring one underneath. Still going here and pushing for points here. New South Wales, they love an exclamation mark. They love some more points. That was Claudia Nielsen appealing for a penalty. There's not long left. There's only 45 seconds. Oh, Liga puts it down. So there's a knock on New South Wales with 40 seconds to go. I'm wondering if they pack this one or if they let the time slowly slip away and the game end in the quiet peace of Carina Leagues Club. But no, Queensland seem adamant on packing this scrum. So a last-ditch effort of scoring some points here. This is the final play. Short ball, it's been dropped there at the line by Isabella Morgan. And with only seconds to go, that will be the last of it here at Leo Williams Oval at Carina. The venue for a dominant New South Wales University's win. They stream in to celebrate here. The water goes everywhere. What a win by the New South Wales women. As I said, it was dominant from start to finish. Long-range tries and efforts. Probably the main point of concern there for Queensland. You look at the try scorer sheet, it's all outside backs. Claudia Nielsen got one, Tyler Brown 2, Zaya Liga got one, 2 to Alicia Bell, 1 to Imogen Lowe and Chloe Shepherd, who all were in the back line for New South Wales, and they all, well, a lot of them were for long range. So good night there for the outside backs. And Kiara McGregor, she had 5 conversions from her 7 attempts and 1 as well for Alicia Bell in the early moments. This has been outstanding to call these games for you here on NRL.com or anywhere where you may be watching. My name is Taylor Brown, sorry. I've mixed up with Tyler Brown, who was the centre for the Blues only moments ago. My name has been Taylor Brown, and I've enjoyed calling both of these interstate challenges. Thank you for tuning in, and we look forward in anticipation to the Australian sides to be picked from both of these games as a formality, because the Stars were out on display in the last 2 matches. Thanks again for tuning in. Don't forget to tune in to whenever these Australian university sides get a game in, and it's bye-bye for now.